Welcome to Abilene, Texas, the Storybook Capital of America. This city is dedicated to showcasing the wonders of children's literature. Welcome to Book Days.
The book of the day is There Was an Old Dragon Who Swallowed a Knight by Penny Parker Klostermann, illustrated by Ben Mantle. Let's learn more about this crazy dragon. Let's read. There was an old dragon who swallowed a knight. I don't know why he swallowed the knight. It's not polite. There was an old dragon who swallowed a steed that galloped around at a terrible speed. Oh, how the dragon wished it would stop. That clippity, 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 clop. He swallowed the steed right after the knight. I don't know why he swallowed the knight. It's not polite. There was an old dragon who swallowed a squire, who hollered, "That's hot," when the dragon breathed fire. He swallowed the squire to calm the steed that galloped around at a terrible speed. He swallowed the steed right after the knight. I don't know why he swallowed the knight. It's not polite. There was an old dragon who swallowed a cook, a savory cook, and his recipe book. He swallowed the cook to fatten the squire. He swallowed the squire to calm the steed that galloped around at a terrible speed. He swallowed the steed right after the knight. I don't know why he swallowed the knight. It's not polite. There was an old dragon who swallowed a lady. It seems quite shady he swallowed a lady. He swallowed the lady to rule the cook. He swallowed the cook to fatten the squire. He swallowed the squire to calm the steed that galloped around at a terrible speed. He swallowed the steed right after the knight. I don't know why he swallowed the knight. It's not polite. There was an old dragon who swallowed a castle, swallowed it down to the last golden tassel. He swallowed the castle to hold the lady. He swallowed the lady to rule the cook. He swallowed the cook to fatten the squire. He swallowed the squire to calm the steed that galloped around at a terrible speed. He swallowed the steed right after the knight. I don't know why he swallowed the knight. It's not polite. There was an old dragon who swallowed a moat, guzzled and gulped it right down his throat. With all of that water, he started to bloat. And that's when the dragon roared, and I quote, "Okay, enough! I've had enough! More than enough of this swallowing stuff. Maybe I've been a tad impolite. Perchance I should only have swallowed the knight." Wow, look how big he is! So he burped out the moat that had caused him to bloat. He burped out the castle along with the tassel. He burped out the lady who found that quite shady. He burped out the cook and his recipe book. He burped out the squire, now blackened with fire. Then, with all of the power that he could amass, the dragon burped out one last billow of gas. Burp! And with the terrible speed, he burped out the steed. Clippity, 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 clop, clippity, 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 stop! There was an old dragon who swallowed a knight. Ah, just right. Good night. Thanks so much for joining me for this awesome book, There Was an Old Dragon Who Swallowed a Knight. And now it's time to explore the Storybook Capital of America, Abilene, Texas. take a look.
Tonight we are here in Abilene, and I'm so excited to be with the Executive Director of the Abilene Cultural Affairs Council, Lynn Barnett. Lynn, thank you so much for having us.
Well, we're excited that you were able to come to Abilene, the Storybook Capital of America. So thank you, Kassi.
I am so excited to be here. We are here at the Castles to Clouds event. And can you just share with us a little bit about this event in particular?
Yes. Well, we've had an opportunity to add two major enhancements to the cultural district, and one was a 3D storybook mural by a internationally known artist named Kurt Wenner. And so that is in a tunnel in back of the railroad depot, and it's a 3D effect, and so you can sit on the dragon and feel like you were riding over a kingdom. So it's been a lot of fun for people to do that all day long. And then we're also dedicating this kinetic sculpture you see kind of in back of me, and that is In Cloud Light 4 by an artist in Orcust, Washington named Anthony Howe. So it was a big event for us because we got to make these two big dedications, and so we thought we would have a storybook event so everyone in the community would come out and enjoy it.
I love that you not only have the sculptures here in the garden, but you also have events like this to get people excited about reading and about art.
Exactly.
That is wonderful. And as the Executive Director, what are some of your roles in regards to the Storybook Capital of America?
Well, one of the big things that we do every year is a Children's Art and Literacy Festival, and that's every year the second weekend in June, and we celebrate the illustrator who is exhibiting that summer at the National Center for Children's Illustrated Literature, which is in Abilene. And so we have a big 3-day event, and we always dedicate a sculpture, a storybook sculpture based on a character from one of their books. And then we have readings and we have performances, and we just really celebrate all of their work. So people come from 28 different states this year, and 92 Texas cities. So it's a lot of fun, and we just want to really give families an opportunity to read to their kids and get excited about reading because it's just so important.
So Lynn, how do you pick which books to put inside the garden and what to put all around?
Well, the sculptures are based on the illustrator, whoever we're celebrating that year at the Nickel.
Okay.
And then the benches that you see, we have 75 storybook benches around town, some in the garden, some down Cypress Street in various places. And we picked quotes that convey virtues like kindness or perseverance or tenacity or whatever. And so our hope is that when parents come along and see these, that maybe they will be inspired to go get the book and read the entire book and maybe talk a little bit about that with their children. So that was our motivating factor for the benches, and we just think it kind of adds a nice dimension to the whole Storybook Capital thing.
No doubt. I love how you literally bring the covers to life, but the parents and the kids can literally read portions of the book without ever opening it.
Exactly.
That is so special.
Yeah. Well, that's the whole thing about books. Books can, as you know, transform people's lives or inspire them, or children that may not have a lot of opportunities, if they'll read and just become interested in things, then their life possibilities are endless. So
no doubt.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for sharing that. That was such a neat inside piece to Abilene Storybook Capital of America. So Lynn, thank you so much for having us here.
Thank you for coming, Kassi. We always love having visitors to the Storybook Capital of America.
And now I can't wait to showcase to everyone all of your beautiful sculptures here in Abilene.
Thank you.
Let's take a look. One of the highlights of Abilene, Texas are their storybook sculptures. They have 26 different ones all around the city, all about children's books. I'm so excited to share them with you. They're from the classics. Let's take a look. The first sculpture that I'm here today is the beloved Cat in the Hat. Oh man, all the different adventures that the cat brings, and not only his own book, but with Thing 1 and Thing 2 later on. It's such a classic. You cannot have a Dr. Seuss section of this park without the famous Cat in the Hat. The second statue is the beloved Horton. And when this elephant hears a speck talking to him, he vows to protect it, because a person's a person no matter how small. You gotta love Horton. Horton hears a who. The third Dr. Seuss statue here is green eggs and ham. Sam I Am wants you to try green eggs and ham. In a boat or with a goat, here, there, or everywhere. Take a look. It wouldn't be Dr. Seuss without our beloved Grinch, this green recluse who tries to steal Christmas from Whoville. But what do we learn? He does have a heart after all. The fifth Dr. Seuss statue here is none other than Yertle the turtle, king of the pond, that tries to stand on all his friends to reach higher and higher. But in the end, he falls in the mud. Plop! Yertle learned that you can't step on your friends to succeed, and that the best way to rule is really to do what's best for everyone. Take a look. The final Dr. Seuss sculpture here is none other than the Lorax. We know the Lorax as wanting to protect all the beautiful truffula trees and wanting to respect the environment. On our continuation of the Storybook Sculpture Trail is none other than Duck on a Bike. Who knew that a bike would be so inspirational that once Duck wanted to ride a bike, all the farm animals wanted to ride a bike? Do you like to ride a bike? Apparently Duck does too. Take a look. So now I am here at the Adamson Spalding Storybook Garden here at the Abilene Convention Center, and one of my favorite sculptures is our beloved dinosaur from How Do Dinosaurs Say Goodnight? Do they throw fights? Do they turn out the lights? Well, you'll have to read the book. But for now, you get to see a life-size version brought to life from the beloved book, How Do Dinosaurs Say Goodnight? Take a look. Nothing is more iconic than Stuart Little. This adventurous mouse does everything from sailing a boat in Central Park to saving his friend from Snowball the cat. It's an adventure that your kids are not going to want to miss. Take a look. So what is this book, you might ask? Well, it's none other than the beloved Wilbur the Pig from Charlotte's Web. Charlotte leaves words in her web to try and save her beloved pig Wilbur, her best friend. Take a look. This is one of my favorite books, This Moose Belongs to Me by Oliver Jeffers. Now, this little boy doesn't quite realize that this moose, as much as he wants it to be his pet, doesn't really comprehend that it's his pet. And even though he states this moose belongs to me, I don't think the moose really knows that. It's a wonderful story. Check it out. We are here at our last stop at the Addison Spalding Storybook Garden with none other than Mr. Tiger Goes Wild. When Mr. Tiger doesn't want to be proper anymore, he's decided to loosen up. But his friends don't really like that, and so Mr. Tiger goes wild. Be sure to take a look.
That concludes our tour of Abilene, Texas. Be sure to subscribe so you don't miss any of our upcoming adventures. We'll see you soon.
Want more book days? Well, the adventure has only begun. Check out these episodes and be sure to subscribe so you don't miss any of our upcoming adventures.